What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? All right, this is another episode of Beyond the Ball Live. And today I'm going to talk with you about a few things we can just begin to tweak, right? These things I tweaked in my own life, and I began to realize, like, wow, this is super, super dope. And I began to be able to see how by me doing these things, and they're simple. By me doing these simple things, I've been able to live my life more so to the fullest. So let's go ahead and dive in. And this is another episode of Beyond the Ball Live. Welcome to Beyond the Ball podcast. So here we are, family. It is a wonderful Thursday. And just like you may or may not know, every Thursday we're going to be going live right here, okay? Beyond the Ball Media, that's the platform. And this is, like I said, another episode of Beyond the Ball Live. And what I want to do on these Thursdays, and this isn't going to be on the podcast, right? This is going to be on our channel live on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed to us, be sure to subscribe to Beyond the Ball Media on YouTube, and we should pop right up. But without further ado, so I started off a series about 2 weeks ago, right? And we're pulling the content directly from my best-selling book, Process. So if you don't have a copy, I mean, it's on Amazon. You can DM me and I can send you a copy. But honestly, it'd be easier just for you just go to Amazon and just get the book. Just go on Amazon and get the book, okay? Process right here, 14 surprising simple behaviors to skyrocket millennials to success. And look, today we're in chapter 2, right? Last week we talked about how you can focus on being thankful, but today we're talking about being positive. Ooh, being positive. And last week I told a story about when I was working at a retail store entitled True Religion, right? And the conversation I had with my manager and how this really shifted and challenged the way that I was thinking, the way I was moving, just my day-to-day process, right? However, there was a story that came before that, okay? And the story that actually came before that was during the time I was in college. Went to a junior college, played on junior college basketball team. And one thing that I was really exposed to was being positive, because I was negative even earlier, right? So chapter 2, the scripture that we start off with in chapter 2, it says, "And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up." Galatians 6:9, right? Galatians 6:9. And if you're hopping in, feel free to drop something in the comments so I can shout you out. I can show you some love, and share this out. Share this out with a friend. Just share this with one friend. Okay, so on the basketball team, I'm gonna read a little bit of this and I'm gonna break it down. It said, "By being negative, you have the ability not only to affect your potential to flourish and grow, but you also have the power to stunt others' growth as well." So my basketball coach, his name was Coach John Feldman. One day he called an individual on the team a cancer. He didn't call him out, but he said, "I think we have some cancers on our team." And that term is used not related to the health ailment or the disease or in the health field or realm, but he was using it in terms of somebody who is negatively impacting and affecting the team. Mm-hmm. 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 And the thing that we didn't realize then, or I didn't realize then, was our team wasn't doing that great. And our team wasn't doing that great. If you ever played basketball or you ever played any sort of team sport, if there's one person on the team that goes against what the coach says, if there's one person on the team that doesn't agree, if there's one person on the team that always has something smart to say on the side, that one person can begin to affect 2, 3, 4, the entire team and or organization. So here's the deal, right? During that time with our team, we weren't winning. We were on a losing streak, okay? And then what we ended up happening was our coach had to come back and remind us of the goal. What's the goal? What's the goal? What's the goal? The goal was that we wanted to win a championship. And a championship means that you have to be the best team at the end of the season. And the only way for you to be the best team at the end of the season is ultimately for you to beat all the other teams. So this is what we began to do. And if you're an entrepreneur out there and you're listening, I want you to take this with you, okay? I want you to take this with you. Hold it tight. Hold it tight. Hold it tight. Hold it tight. The first thing I want to share with you all today is this. We have to take initiative of our lives. This is before we can take initiative in our business. This is before we can take initiative in our family. We got to take initiative of our own life, right? In the Bible, it talks about God's going to call us home, and then he's going to look at us, and then we hope to hear, "Good and well done, my faithful servant." That would mean you did a good job of being responsible and doing what you needed to do for you first before you can do it for anybody else, for your spouse, for your child, for your clients, your students, whoever, okay? So understanding that, I want you to think about this. Where can you take initiative in your life right now? Where is one area you can take initiative in your life right now, today, that you know you need to take initiative? You know you've been letting it slip. Y'all, I'm going to be honest. For me, one is finances. You hear me? Do you hear me? Okay? Do you hear me? Right? For me personally, I have allowed finances to slip because I would make money and then I would just have the mindset, more's coming, I'm making more money, and then I would spend probably double what I was making. Not healthy at all. Okay. So where can you take initiative in your life currently? For us on the team, we began to meet and have team meetings without our coaches, right? Because we knew what we need to do. One day our coach got frustrated and left practice. We stayed and continued to practice because we knew what we needed to do in order to get better. It's taking initiative. What's going on? I see y'all coming in live. Hey, I see you. Drop something in the comments. I love to shout you out. So the first thing is we got to take initiative of our life. When you take initiative of your life, you begin to feel better of that area. You begin to feel better and you're getting a better understanding and familiarity with that particular area of your life. So the first area we got to do is we got to take initiative. Okay. Y'all, then the next thing I talk about in the book, I talk about negativity as a problem, right? I said a little bit about it earlier. I said when you're negative, then you impact other people. And then ultimately it's a domino effect. However, the craziest part about this is you have the ability and you have the capacity to train your own mind. It's all right. Y'all got to give me an amen. I got my amens with me. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, here's the thing. Okay, think about this. Think about how many conversations you have on a daily basis. People will walk up to you and they'll be like, "Man, Aaron, can you believe that Tony said this? Man, Brooklyn, can you believe that Andrew did this? Can you believe that Ben said that?" On a daily basis, I can't even begin to guesstimate the amount of times people will approach you speaking negatively towards or about other people, giving you the opportunity to do two things. You can chime in, right, and say, "Yeah, I can't believe, I don't like them no way. I don't like her no way. I didn't like him anyway," right? And then that just continues. So then the next time they have an issue with somebody or the next time they have a problem, they're going to come and bring it back to you because they know you're going to keep giving it ammunition. You're going to keep putting fuel on the fire. However, this is the part where it gets good. What if they came up to you and you said, I'm sorry, I gotta go. I don't know nothing about Ben. I don't know nothing about Anthony. I don't know nothing about Aaron, about Tony, about Brooklyn. But that don't got nothing to do with me. So I'm gonna have to go over here. And then every time somebody tried to come at you with something negative, you're like, I'm gonna go over there. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I gotta do something else. I gotta do something else. Eventually, they're gonna stop coming to you with this negativity and talking about people negatively. Right? Today, like I said, we're talking about tweaking these little things. This is going to change your life. Your energy is going to be so much higher and better, all because you're not getting drowned down with the negativity of somebody else. Point number 2 I got for you is this. Train. Well, wait. We're going to switch it up. Point number 2 is this. You can love those people, but you might want to start loving them from a distance. Yeah. So if somebody comes to you and they're always negative, and then you realize after you have a conversation with them, you realize that you feel drained, you feel exhausted, you feel worn out. You're like, oh my goodness, I don't know why I always feel like this. I don't know why I always feel so drained when I leave. What is this? I don't know why I feel like this, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Love them from a distance. But John, what if it's my family? Love them from a distance. But John, that's my girlfriend. That's my boyfriend. That's my homeboy. That's my homegirl. It might be time. It might be time for you to shift. It might be time. Especially if what they're telling you, what they're saying to you, what they're dumping on you and pouring on you is not adding to your value of life, your quality of life, not adding to the elevation of your life. It might be time to move around. All right. You might have to love them from a distance. But then the other part is this, man, because so everything that I've mentioned so far, you have control over. You have control over taking initiative, right? For me, if I walk around my house and I see the trash can is full, I can walk by it and say, I'm gonna get that later. But then my wife might see it, might be like, I'm gonna get it because I don't want to see this. But if I see the trash is full, let me grab the trash, take the trash out. If I see that it's time for me to pay on my bank statement, I need to take initiative and I can pay a little bit earlier. That's so much better than paying later because it's going to be late fees, right? You have control over taking initiative. You have control over loving from a distance, right? You just don't go in the areas where you know these people are going to be. Yeah. And then you can eventually replace them, right? And the way you can replace them is by determining where you want to go and who has those type of conversations. What type of people are talking about elevation, talking about holistic health, talking about bettering their mindset, talking about furthering their business, talking about improving their relationship with God? Like, who are these people? Where can I find them? And when you identify where can you find them, go to those places more often. Because now, which is going to bring us to our third point, because now you're in a spot to where you are training your mind. You're training your mind. You're training your mind. Imagine if you trained your mind to the point of when anybody talked about negativity, you just walked out the room. Imagine to where if anybody's talking about negativity, you always find the positive. Y'all, we have to train our minds to find the positive in every situation. This world is dark. Turn on TMZ, turn on YouTube, turn on Instagram, turn on TikTok, everything that's going viral, not everything, but the majority of things that are going viral, it's the shade room type posts. It's people tearing people down. This person is in a court case. This person is getting locked up. This person got in a fight with this person. And the more you consume of that, the more frustrated you're going to become and the more angry you will well up inside of your own self. And then you're going to have to do something with that energy. It's not beneficial. It's not going to help you further yourself. Versus we see something negative, we cut it off. We go into a room, people are talking about certain stuff, we just move around, right? So I want you to be encouraged today. And like I said, we're going live every Thursday right here on the channel, Beyond the Ball Media. We're going live every Thursday because it's time for us. It's time for you. It's time for me. It's time for us to take control of our lives. We don't got to wait till the ball drop. We don't got to wait till New Year's 1st. We don't got to wait for none of that. We need to take action today, right? Write a list of stuff you want to accomplish. Start checking off that list. If other stuff comes out left field that's distracting you from doing this list, you don't got time for it right now because you got stuff on this list you got to do because it's going to get you to where you want to be tomorrow. And then the next day, and then the next day. And you're going to be able to stack effort. You're going to be able to stack productivity. You're going to be able to stack wins on top of each other, which now is going to allow you to be like, oh, I feel really good because I'm making progress and I'm applying all of my energy, all of my effort, all of my focus toward the goals, toward the vision, and towards the life that I want to live and I want to create for myself. All right. So y'all, thanks so much for rocking today. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Like I said, we're going live here every Thursday. We're going to start pumping out more content for you. And of course, our Beyond the Ball episodes, right? Beyond the Ball with Jonathan Jones. You can search that on any of your podcast streaming platforms. Beyond the Ball with Jonathan Jones. And there you can tap into our podcast where we talk about, well, now we've had a slight shift, but where we're talking about entrepreneurship and how you can set yourself up for the game of life, right? Beyond the ball. We're not just talking about the game of sports. We're talking about life, talking about business, talking about entrepreneurship. All right. So make sure to hit that subscribe button down there. And I look forward to talking with y'all soon. If there's a topic that I can further add insight to, hey, what's up? What's up, Sister Geens? What's up? What's up? Appreciate that love. Appreciate that love. You stopping by, dropping that love. But if there's a topic or an insight or something that you want me to dive further into around entrepreneurship, let me know and we can cover that on the podcast platform. But we're on chapter 2 of this series and we're going to just keep going through. If y'all want to grab the book, feel free to go on Amazon and copy it. That's going to be the fastest way you can get it. But I'm Jonathan Jones and this is Beyond the Ball. And until next time, peace and God bless.